Recording again, and hopefully that works. It looks like it's working. Yeah, I can hear you, and it's working. Hey, there I am. Hey, nice windows. What's up? Literature Club, of course. We already know each other, but because we're in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? It's you in the game. Whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Zapp. Ha! Sucker! I put in the same name for me as it was for my user profile. So there, it's the same name. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Yes, I do. Could it be possible that you don't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. Oh, please, go on. Yes, please tell me about Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Sorry you had to see it, though. Although, also, the same thing happened with Soya. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true. I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes into the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You just made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sawyer more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsession would backfire too. Ah, just made her more forceful on you. Her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? That I don't know. You're more of an architect than me. All the other girls just programmed to end confession to you while watching them from the sidelines? This is torture, even a minute off. I'm just jealous, Zapp. It's more than that. Oh, I don't blame you. If you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And the worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Zapp. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. Aww. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Actually, the world is round. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. Probably saved my life, Zapp. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. Aww. As for the others, how could you miss them? How could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I feel really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realize that you have some perspective as I do. What's going on in the chat?
Ooh. Everyone is dead. All my friends are dead. It drove me to the edge. If your girlfriend erased the world to be with you, would you go with it? I didn't leave, so close to the end. Though I think you'll be stuck. Wouldn't it have made more sense to add herself as an option? To be with instead of deleting everyone else? Like she isn't in the poem game. But she's still actually a really good person. She is in the poem game. When you hit the button that she likes, you see her head bob up at the top of it. I didn't realize it the first round. The second round I did see her. That is all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Zapp, I have a confession to make. I am in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Zapp, will you go out with me? All the options. I'm so happy. You realized you really are my everything. There is nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Zapp. The game wouldn't give me one. So I had to make it myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete my friends. I mean, there's a folder called characters, right, in the game. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so I guess it was actually a bit more difficult to get to the game directory. I had to go into the game properties and find the browser local files. Are you making note of this? This is how I have to find this shit. Find and browse the local files button. Browse? What? I had to go into game properties and find the browse local files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with one click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to go write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that's part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Boom! Oh, wow! Oh, there she is. Ba-dink. Badish. 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 Badash. Badish. Badish. Badash. Brink. Bronk. Brink. Brink. Hi again. I hope so. Aw, that I did. Aw. There's really no end. Ooh. Ooh, you wrote one for me. I will. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel with our fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. We always put all the heart. Oh, truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my relationship, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into the details about them. Oh, you fucked up that fourth wall. I just assumed it would be to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would have helped the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so revealed. That would be pretty sucky. No, we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect all my thoughts, then I'm sorry, but I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look at each other's eyes. Let's see. I wonder how long eternity is in this game. The weekend took a while. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? No. Well, I assume you knew that, right? Well, I do now. Or at least decided it probably... That's racist. You're a racist. Shut up, cat. You talk too much. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for Japanese schools? Not to mention everything is in English. Feels like everything's... Hey, you had that joke that was not English. And the actual settings is... No. Feels like everything is just there because it needs to be. And the actual settings is an afterthought. That's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All of my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out of your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. Still space outside.
in some sort of weird nebula. Either we're traveling really fast or the nebula is really small and pockety. As long as we're alone and safe together, it really is our home. And we can still watch pretty sunset night after night. Grr.
As much as I should delete her right now, I also have this thing where if I tab in and out of the game breaks. And I can keep playing the game, but you'll just see a blank screen, or whatever screen it froze on. Oh, she's gone again. She has a ton of messages she can say if you wait. You'll be here forever though, till you delete her.
Well, looks like I'm going to be here forever. You can skip through it on YouTube when I finally post this. It's only been going for, where are we? An hour and a half now. We're about 4 or 5 hours into the game now. Spicy food was kind of funny. Don't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are only species that actually enjoy eating spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants, using their defense mechanism to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like imagining a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling whilst it's being digested. Sorry, kind of weird. In a velour kind of way, that's kind of weird. Well, at least we know what you're into on a more precise scale now. Haha. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up. Oh, here it comes. I'm joking. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. Yeah, more staring at each other while I pet the kitty. The cat's like, would you fuck off? I'm trying to sleep.
So time doesn't pass, but there's still a day-night cycle.
You know what's kind of creepy? Even though I deleted everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. It's like their lines are still lingering in the air. Whispering in the back of my head. Imagine if after someone you knew died, you just started hearing their voices in your head. Maybe I just thought though. I'm too afraid to delete anything else because I might really break something. I'm messing with the files relative to me. I might accidentally delete myself. And that would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it is, what it's like to be on your end, but it should both make sure we should both make sure to avoid something like that at all costs. I believe, Zapp. You were the first one to stick your boobs out at me, which is a pretty good one. You seem to know what's going on here. It's almost like you've done this before. Oh, she's back. You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like a perpetual gender... I am like perpetual gender roles or whatever by saying that. Being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home. Is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about though.
What you doing, cat?
I have no idea what game I'll play next. The main reason I don't know what game I'll play next is because I haven't spent enough time on the Twitch stream to the Twitch dashboard to put a vote to my followers to figure out what I want to play next. Most of my followers were in my Dungeons and Dragons group, and I put the vote to them, and this is what they came back with. But since then, I've got more followers. Most of them play Vermintide. God of War or Saints Row 4? I'll make a note of that. I got a pad around here somewhere. There we go. God of War. Saints Row 4. Saints Row 4. I don't think I played the third one. No, I didn't play the third. Oh, was it the third one that I played? I don't remember. It's a fucked up series anyway. I played Dark Souls 2 a lot. I didn't play Dark Souls 1 enough to... Actually, no, I didn't play Dark Souls 1. And I've got Dark Souls 3, but I only played a little bit of that. This is just some kind of tricky romance game, right? I kind of had to ask. What made you consider playing it in the first place? Were you that lonely? Oh, my feelings. Oh, don't feel bad for me. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Do you feel that way too? I'm so happy you have this ending together. Just gonna grab a drink while she waits. Oh, she's back. Have I ever wondered what it feels like to die? Well, the dying part would be painful, and after dying there would be the nothingness. But recently I think I've actually learned what it feels like. Oh, really? I get the slightest bit of satisfaction from that because I got voted to play this game. I didn't actually pick this game.
Hearing all kinds of weird screaming at this point. I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. And then bam, I'm here. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit or why, all that stuff. Well, in that case, it looks like I'll be playing Saints Row 4. But again, I'll need to put it to a vote to my followers when I figure out how to do that. Did you have a name, or was it just Ultra Metroid 64? I'm pretty sure I know you. Although on the flip side, I am more partial to playing excuse me, more partial to playing single player games that are more like an in between this and a hack and slash, where it's got a decent storyline I can follow, because let's face it, I not that entertaining on my own. So if it's just a hack and slash of me tearing up people for a few hours straight, people are going to get bored pretty quick, like they do in Vermintide. I get my best fan bases for Vermintide when I've got a group that I actually play with, and it's more our heckling between each other than the actual gameplay. But back to the game. Oh, isn't that nice? What's the name of that Stockholm's. She's suffering Stockholm's, and I'm her captor, because she's in hell, and me just looking at her is, or opening the game, is making her be in a slightly less worse hell, which makes her happy and really loving of me. Ooh. No. I'm sure someone would. I would love to look at it. Oh, you'll be there, won't you? Oh, you made a mistake. I don't have a Twitter. Oh, I do have a Twitter, but I don't look at it. Oh, make a fucking note of that one. Could try out Far Cry 5. Has an amazing world, excellent gameplay, and a good amount of controversy. And a lot of people flipping the fuck out. I mean, literally, seen videos of like, I'm gonna put this car in this trailer. Just try to keep it PG. Oh, well, that destroys it. Just wait. How am I supposed to make this game entertaining? If you weren't here, I would probably have stopped playing quite a while ago. How disconcerting. You said about that skipping the day-night cycle. Oh shit. I missed my hour-and-a-half deadline by 20 minutes. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Well, if it's just this forevermore, next time the screen comes up, I'm gonna save, because it's 1 a.m. I'm gonna save this game and probably move on to Heroes of New Earth or Vermintide. I got friends that are playing, most likely playing Heroes of New Earth. I keep saying Heroes. I used to play Heroes of New Earth. Now I play Heroes of the Storm. Oh, now you want to get romantic. Remember, we're a PG-13. There is no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Huh. Ah! What time zone are you in? I mean, if it's trying to think where you are. Suppose it would be afternoon in Europe and evening in the Americas. 10 a.m. You must be in America somewhere. Where you at? You're not going anywhere. Apparently I am. No, I'm not sure. She's gonna get all lonely on me. I'll stop recording.